Hey, what's up everybody? This is Ms. Barcelo, school counselor, and I'm here with Mr. Vecchio, our academic dean, and he is on the first floor office suite if you need to ever see him. And we also have Ms. Casey, our social worker, and she is on the third floor office suite if you need to swing by and see her. And she and I are actually office suite mates, so I'm also up on the third floor. So today we're going to be talking about one of our UPMS pillars. We're going to be talking about perseverance. So guys, what I did is, in order for us to get ready for this, I went ahead and I looked up the definition of perseverance. And it says that perseverance is not giving up regardless of difficulties, failures, and obstacles. Because we know these are things that kind of get in the way when we're trying to accomplish one of our goals, whatever that may be. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is, like, what are some things in your life that you've had to overcome, that you've had to persevere, that you might have had things that kind of got in the way, and you just didn't give up. So, Mr. Becker, you want to go ahead and start?
Yeah, sure. So, went to college to be a history teacher and graduated in 2014. And, they told me, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna get a job. Well, that wasn't the case. Came from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and right after college I went to these giant job fairs, interviewed at all these schools, thought that I was gonna get a job. Well, I didn't get a job for 2 years. And perseverance to me, I never stopped trying to get a job in education. When I think of perseverance, I think of, driving a car as well. You come up and the road's closed because of construction. It's not like you stop the car and you're like, oh, that's it, I'm just gonna sit here. Like, you find a way around. You work through those obstacles. So even
I like
after
that. Find a way around. That's,
especially in Florida with all the construction.
Yeah, I mean that's what life is really. Like when there's something in your way, you gotta find a way around. I like that.
Yeah, you continue through.
Good point.
So even after being turned down for job after job after job, I said, well, I'm gonna find a teaching job, and I found one here in Florida. So
awesome, good for you.
Yeah.
And we're happy you found one here in Florida, because we're really lucky to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
All right, well, thanks for sharing that with us,
Yeah.
Mr. Vecchio. What about you, Ms. Casey? Have you ever had a situation you've had to persevere?
Yeah, mine's actually kind of similar, because I originally went to school to be a sociologist, a doctorate, work at a college. I actually got my bachelor's in sociology, and then when I was getting ready to apply for grad school, I started doing research into careers and realized that there weren't any, or they were very, very limited. You basically had to wait to a professor tenured out to get a job. So it was really disheartening, and it made me feel very uncertain, because I spent so many years working towards this goal, with this goal in mind. And so I reevaluated, I pulled back, and I was like, well, what am I actually wanting to do? And it was help people and understand the social structures that let us live our life. And social work is kind of like the real world application of that. So I fell in love with it. Another issue though was that I was late for applying to grad school, so I had to wait a whole other year, which was another type of perseverance in that story.
Yeah.
But I think it worked out really well.
I think it did too, because you're amazing at what you do, and we're glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here too.
So I'm going to share a story with you guys, and I'm going to get really personal with my perseverance story, okay? So a little bit about my background. Neither one of my parents graduated from high school, and their English wasn't so great. And when I was going to school and I decided that I wanted to go to college, like, they were like, what does that even mean, So I really didn't have anyone to help me to be able to navigate to go to college. It was just a dream that I wanted to make happen, but my parents just didn't have the knowledge, because they didn't even have high school diplomas. So for me to go from that kind of family life where we were very poor, we struggled, we lived in low-income housing apartments, and it was really hard for us. For me to go to college, it was like, how do you even make that happen? Going from having nothing at all, having to struggle to buy groceries, and even like clothes for school, you know, getting hand-me-downs and having to shop at thrift stores to, you're gonna go to college. But you know what, there were a lot of obstacles in my way. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was gonna get the money. But I was like, no, I'm gonna make this happen. And I did. You know, I had people at the school that helped me, that told me, okay, you need to take this kind of test, you need to take these kind of classes, you need to get these kind of grades, this is how you fill out a college application. I didn't know any of this, you know? So yeah, there's always challenges, but if you persevere and you keep at it and you keep trying, even if you fail, you know, you make it happen. And I know that, like, you guys here at school, it happens to you guys every day. I mean, just getting to school is rough. Having to get up in the morning and get yourself together and get here to school. You have so many things going on as far as your academics. Some of you come in tired from playing sports. You have family responsibilities, and it's really hard to overcome all of those difficulties and obstacles, and sometimes you fail, but we don't want you to give up, and we want you to know that we're all here, your teachers are here, and we're gonna support you, and we're gonna help you to persevere. So thank you all for being here.
Yeah, thank you.